Hi there, and welcome to Economic Observations. My name is Chris. Today is the 27th of February, and this video is brought to you by the Tanzania School Foundation, a non-profit near and dear to my heart. They do really good work in Tanzania, and I will be on the ground in Tanzania on Wednesday. Okay, so much going on. Look at what's happening in Ukraine. What an atrocity it is. And those people taking arms and fighting for their country, it's remarkable. Their president is remarkable. What a true leader he is. And you can even tell his people respect him a lot because they are joining him in the fight for their beloved country. It is a beautiful country. So pray for the people of Ukraine. And in the meantime, what we can do for the people of Ukraine and what we're going to see that we have to do for the people of Ukraine is we're going to be paying higher prices for commodities and for oil and natural gas. And that is something that we're going to have to suck up and do for the people of Ukraine. And I'm not trying to make it passive and that it's not a big hit for our wallets. It is. Think of what they're going through in Ukraine. It was an unprovoked incursion. And they are living in subway stations, fleeing their homes, running to other countries, and the result will be for the whole world higher energy prices, higher commodity prices, wheat, corn, aluminum, nickel, all of it. Prices are going to skyrocket, especially natural gas and oil. Right? Japan is now sending ships of liquid natural gas over to Europe because some countries in Europe just rely so heavily on natural gas from Russia. I took some notes in my reading today. So a lot of people are doing their part. We have anti-tank missiles coming. We have Sweden and Denmark and fighter jets coming from Belgium. They should be arriving like right about in 10 minutes from this time of filming. So by the time you watch it, it should be already there. We have the UK, all of Europe sending loads and loads of ammunition and fighting material. This is crazy. Like, in this day and age, like, I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. There is a, Ukraine is asking you can donate Bitcoin to them. I will put their link in the description below. Hospitals are low on oxygen supplies. Let's face it, Elon Musk is providing internet for the country of Ukraine after Russians took out their towers. Japan is sending liquid natural gas to Europe to offset the loss from Russia. And YouTube is even taking action. They are restricting access, especially from Russian channels, and demonetizing them and not allowing them to make any money from their content. A lot of it is propaganda. They don't want Ukrainians to hear any of the Russia blah blah and scare them off and make them think that they're losing this battle. I'm really hoping they win. Let's see, the ruble was 107 rubles to the dollar. Just 4 weeks ago, it was about 55. So the ruble is plunging. There are bank runs in Russia because, and people in Russia don't want the ruble. They're trying to convert it into dollars today in case their ruble falls even further. So that is something to look out for too. Bank runs are happening. They're happening in the Ukraine too. In Europe, a lot of countries are dependent on natural gas from Russia. They have that pipeline which brings in 55 billion cubic meters a year, and a tanker from Japan can only hold 125,000, and there's only 400 or 642 carriers, and it takes 20 days to get there. So there is going to be a shortage of liquid natural gas. There's going to be oil shortages because the price of shipping oil went from $14,000 last week to $43,000 this week. That is the increase. You know, we had all that supply and demand problems too during the pandemic. Shipping went from, you know, $4,000 a container up to $22,000 a container. It is happening, and it is going to be a huge expensive problem. And when I say we're going to be paying higher prices for energy, hold on to your hat, folks, because we ain't seen anything yet. All right, Spain and Portugal don't get any of their natural gas from Russia. Belgium and France and the Netherlands only get 10%. France and Germany, though, get 40 and 50% respectively. But Bulgaria gets 100% of their natural gas from Russia, and Poland gets 80%. So there is going to be some skyrocketing costs. My understanding is that they have some reserves that should last until August, but August comes pretty quickly and they might even ration it before then. The UK is banning Russian ships. The EU is banning Russian flights from flying over. Aeroflot has been banned. British Petroleum is dumping its stake in a Russia oil company. FedEx and UPS have halted deliveries. Philip Morris, who makes cigarettes and sweet tea, has defaulted their work in Russia. So if you smoke or like that sweet tea beverage, well, those prices are likely to go up as well. Dannon Yogurt, this is how some companies are going to be affected with Russia. So Dannon Yogurt gets 5% of their sales from Russia. So that 5% is going to be gone. 25% of all car parts from other countries flow into Russia. So in Russia, the price of cars, used cars, repairs are going to spike. Global GDP is going to take a huge hit. But I think there's going to be lower aggregate demand because of uncertainty. And there's parts of the world that might see a recession. And will it trickle into the United States? Well, it's something we have to wait and see. I think that with Russian airspace off limits, there is going to be a major problem with international travel. First of all, the prices of tickets are going to spike. So I'm flying from Boston to Amsterdam, but we don't fly straight over across the Atlantic Ocean and into Amsterdam. Our flight goes north. We fly over Maine and Nova Scotia, and then we go into Greenland, over Greenland, and then we come down because it is shorter than going the whole width of the globe. And with Russia occupying so much land territory, all flights going into the Middle East, into Turkey, coming from all over the world, fly over Russian airspace. Without that space, well, flights are going to be 10 hours longer. Pilot times are going to be longer. There's going to be more fuel cost involved. So we might see aggregate demand on international travel down just because the prices are going to go through the roof. It's really a strange and very, very uncertain time we are entering. I think the Fed is still going to raise their interest rates by 0.25%. I think there's going to be 3 of them this year, and there might be 4 of them next year to get us up to about 2%. I can't see any more. We are in uncertain times, and the Fed is going to be as uncertain as the rest of the world. Stock market futures are down 460 points for the Dow, 1.35%. S&P is down 87 points. Nasdaq's down 310. And oil futures are up. What does that all mean for us? It's going to hit us in the wallet. We are so global. And just think about your corn, your wheat, your nickel, whatever it is we get from Russia. It's all going to be really, really expensive. A lot of the parts that make these car batteries, for these electric cars, are going to have a problem. Zelensky tells Boris Johnson that the next 24 hours are critical. Anyway, pray for Ukraine. Pray for the Ukrainian people. Suck it up. We're going to all have to suck it up. Pay higher energy prices. And it's not just us. It's all over the world that's going to have to suck it up. It's every single person on this earth that uses any bit of energy. We're all going to pay for it. Misery loves company. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate you. Hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel. Be kind. Call someone. Tell them you love them. And we'll talk again real soon. God bless Ukraine. Have a nice night.